Hey there, Virgo. Good afternoon. This is Kellyanne from Divine Messages and the High Priestess Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. This is going to be your collective reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Virgo. Okay? So let's begin. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors, and my loved ones that have crossed, thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings and for your protection today. As I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you are channeling through me today, I ask that you please be as clear as possible, Spirit, so that I may interpret your messages and provide accurate guidance to my seekers today. Okay, so right away, Virgos, the first card that came out on its own was the Knight of Cups. Let's see what else we have. I'll put them down here so that you guys can see. Okay, we're also getting the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Wands. One more, please, for Virgo. One more, please, for Virgo. Thank you. And we also have the Magician Major for Gemini. Okay, so Virgo, this is what I'm currently seeing for you right now. You may be having a difficult time manifesting what it is that you want or bringing things into fruition in the way that you would like to. This may have to do with travel. This may have to do with you arriving at a place where you kind of see yourself in the future. You might be feeling like you're finding it very difficult to make things happen the way that you want them to right now. Part of the reason is that possibly somebody is demonstrating feelings of love towards you or feeling like enamored with you, they like you, they're moving towards you in a way that kind of gives a romantic energy to their gestures, the way they talk to you, the way they're treating you right now. But nights are very inconsistent. Okay, sometimes they're moving towards you, sometimes they're moving away from you, and sometimes that can lead to the person feeling very confused about the situation. Now, you might be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, possibly. Right now, you're feeling good about like your finances. You're feeling like you can kind of stand on your own if you need to financially. You have a sense of independence about you. The Nine of Pentacles usually comes out to represent possibly like a single person or someone who's just very independent. But it can also be someone who presents in a relationship as someone that can handle themselves. They don't really need the other person, to have their back, whether it be financially or even emotionally. They kind of present as more independent. Okay. Now, let's clarify these cards and see what's going on. Okay. So let's start with this Knight of Cups. Spirit, can I have clarification for this Knight of Cups, please? Clarification for this Knight of Cups, please. Okay. So I'm getting the Six of Wands. Somebody feels like through you, they can be successful, or they feel like within this relationship, they feel like they can be successful. They feel like possibly like you give them attention, or possibly you make them feel validated. You make them feel supported. You make them feel like they're heard. Okay. And this is why they are having these romantic feelings for you, because you make them feel good about themselves. Okay. Let's see why this King of Wands is here then. Okay. So with the King of Wands, I have a few cards that are coming out. I have the Queen of Cups in reverse. I have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting the High Priestess in reverse, and I'm also getting the Three of Cups. What I'm getting here, possibly, is that somebody here, possibly a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this could even be you. Somebody's feeling like a little bit emotionally off. They're having like a very hard time regulating their emotions or having a hard time kind of figuring out how to handle what they're feeling right now. They may even be having a hard time expressing how they feel. And there's a lot of like emotional dysregulation. Part of the reason that this person may be feeling that way is because they're having a very hard time listening to their own intuition or listening to their own inner voice in this situation. Okay. The High Priestess is really somebody who can be very secretive. You kind of never know where you stand with this person. This is also somebody who can sometimes, be very elusive or kind of mystical, and you're never really sure like what they're thinking about or whether or not they want this situation or they don't. So paired with this Knight of Cups, this would make sense. The High Priestess is major for Pisces. Now you also have the Ten of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups. So it's possible that this King of Wands, possibly this fire energy, is somebody that, is financially secure, somebody who, has made arrangements to make sure that moving forward in the future, everybody feels like they're taken care of in terms of, finances, like everybody's feeling very stable, within the home or within the relationship. Tens are a sense of something ending or like a cycle ending. So perhaps in the past you were feeling like a sense of lack in terms of your finances, but right now you're feeling okay, which I believe is why possibly this Nine of Pentacles is showing up. Like I said, this is like feeling like you're okay with yourself, even within your finances and on your own, and being able to stand on your own. Now with this Three of Cups, this could mean a few things. And we also have a Three of Wands here. So I'll explain both scenarios and you'll have to take it how it resonates with you. With the Three of Cups in the upright, it can represent having a reunion with someone, having a reconciliation. So if it's possible that maybe in the past you maybe were at odds with this person or you had a little bit of a falling out, or perhaps you weren't speaking, now is the time where you would be wanting to, have a reunion and have a reason to rejoice about it. However, sometimes the Three of Cups can also represent a third party situation. When threes come up together in a reading, that sometimes is what is indicated. And you also have this Three of Wands here. Now, the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups are both not in reverse, but that doesn't matter. It could be that there is somebody in the way or preventing you from being fully happy and moving forward here, which is why the Magician is having a hard time manifesting what it is that they want. They're having a hard time bringing, their goals and their dreams and their wishes to fruition here. They're having a hard time making it be so because of a certain situation. So let's go ahead and clarify this Three of Wands exactly. The Three of Wands can represent a few different things depending on the cards surrounding it and where it comes up in a reading. The Three of Wands can have to do with travel. It can have to do with, kind of going on an adventure, something, that you've been thinking about. It also has to do with you've been waiting patiently, Virgos, for, things to work out for you, because you believed all this time that, you would arrive at a certain place where you saw yourself. It's like, kind of picturing your ultimate potential and being able to get there. So let's get clarification for this Three of Wands. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is very reckless. And again, just like with the Knight of Cups, knights are very back and forth. Okay. Sometimes they're moving towards something and they can easily, turn around and move it in the opposite direction. Okay. But with this Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is very driven. And it looks like they're in hot pursuit of something all the time. The problem is that because they're so impulsive, a lot of times they make careless mistakes or they kind of plow through things very quickly. They don't really take responsibility for their behavior, and they don't really pay attention to how their kind of instant gratification personality really affects others around them. Okay. Um, so if this is some kind of third party situation, this would make sense why the Knight of Swords is here, because there's that impulsivity about it, acting without thinking, right? Um, and it's possible, again, that's why you're having a hard time kind of manifesting it. Um, if this was not a third party situation, and again, you have to take it how it resonates with you, it indicates somebody moving towards you very, very quickly. They're going after what it is that they want. They are full speed ahead. They don't really care about what else is going on. They just kind of want to reach their target. Now, again, with this Knight of Cups back here on the Six of Wands, it's possible that the reason this person is moving very quickly in your direction is because they truly believe that you have the ability to make them feel successful, that you recognize them, you hear them, you pay attention to them. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups here. This is options, choices, could be illusions and delusions. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we also have the Four of Swords in reverse. There's definitely a need for somebody to kind of go within and spend some time alone here and do some healing. All right, so something must have definitely happened in the past, because that's my dog. Pardon you, puppy. Something must have definitely happened in the past, because when the Four of Swords comes into a reading, it really speaks to needing to heal, needing to psychologically and intellectually process what went on. It's going it alone, spending time alone, thinking about things very heavily. This card's in reverse, so it's even like more so. Like it's definitely a need for a restorative period right now. Now you have this Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can also, again, be fire energy, right? So this could be, again, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, it's in reverse. So this person maybe was possibly, indicating moving towards something. Perhaps they were very driven, very pumped to kind of, pursue something, but then they turn their energy around. Now, because we have three knights in the deck here, right? We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Wands here. I'm strongly getting that this is somebody that has been demonstrating a lot of inconsistency in terms of how they're portraying their energy toward you and for you. A lot of back and forth, a lot of ups and downs. Sometimes they seem like they're pursuing you. Other times they're pulling their energy back. Sometimes they're indicating that they have loving feelings for you, and then they pull their energy back. Sometimes they're moving toward your situation, and then they pull their energy back. So overall, I'm finding that this is very, very confusing. And the reason that I feel that is because the Seven of Cups, like I said before, indicates somebody having a lot of choices and not really knowing which way to go with things or which choice to choose, because it's very confusing. All right. It could also represent, like I said, there being like a sense of illusion, like things may not exactly be what they seem or what they appear right now. And there can also be a sense of delusion, meaning that either you or your person is really not being realistic about what the actual options are and whether or not they're even feasible or obtainable. Okay. So let's first hear from Spirit. Spirit, what is the current challenge with this person that Virgo is facing? What is the current challenge, please? What is the current challenge for Virgo with this person? What is the current challenge with this person, please? Virgo. What is the current challenge? Okay, I'm getting the Justice card. The Justice card, and you're also getting the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is, let me put it up here so you can see it, which is what you don't see coming. We'll talk about that in a minute. So your current challenge or your current obstacle has to do with you feeling a sense of balance in this relationship, which actually makes sense because I was just talking about all of the highs and lows and inconsistencies that you may be experiencing with your person here. You just want to have a sense that things are fair, that things are just, that things are, working out in your favor, and there's a sense of things being level, right? Or at least even enough so that you can, figure out what's going on with the Seven of Cups. Um, if there was some kind of legal matter that was happening between the two of you, I'm strongly getting that things will be working out in your favor because the card is coming out in the upright. But if it's not, it has nothing to do with the legal matter. It's just really you feeling like maybe in the past there were things that were done or things that were said or behaviors that were exhibited that were really, really kind of unfair to you. And now things are kind of, you know, becoming more stable, or possibly, things are feeling like they're more balanced between you guys. But because this is your current challenge, it's you really needing to feel that. Okay, you need to feel like, I can't deal with these highs and lows anymore. I can't deal with your inconsistency. I can't deal with your back and forth behaviors anymore. I just want to know what's going on. I want to know, that what is going on between us is something that's going to maintain, a sense of being level and not all over the place. Now, for what you don't see coming, again, we have another three here. This is the Three of Cups now in reverse. So two of the things that I'm strongly getting is that possibly you would not be having a reconciliation with this person, even though, they're demonstrating, feelings of romance towards you at times because it's the night. Um, but again, what I had mentioned earlier, when there are a lot of threes that come out in the reading, it does speak to a third party. The Three of Cups, because it's in reverse, is speaking to possibly somebody, being in your way in terms of having a reconciliation or a reunion with somebody. You have three cards that have three. You have the Three of Cups upright, Three of Cups reverse, and the Three of Wands. And with the Seven of Cups, with all of these choices and this back and forth inconsistent night energy, Virgo, I'm strongly getting that, again, with your current obstacle here, you're definitely feeling like you need a sense of balance, you need a sense of justice in this situation, because that is why you're not being able to, bring this to fruition, because of this energy of this other person. This is why, you're not able to be successful. Um, let's just get some advice for you, Spirit. Can you provide Virgo with some direction, please? Can you provide Virgo with some direction here in dealing with the situation, please? Thank you. Oh boy. Here, there's another Three of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, remember earlier in the upright, you have it over here. This is you possibly trying to travel, or this is you patiently waiting to get to the place where you kind of see yourself, that kind of like ultimate potential card. It's coming up in reverse, all right, which is really kind of being like you patiently waiting for no reason at all, because your ships are just not going to come in with this person, or things are not going to evolve or get to the place where you'd like to see that. With the Six of Cups in reverse, this is, there being like a long standing time spent with this person. There's history here, but as of late, a lot of the memories that you had for this person in terms of like nostalgia, a lot of the memories were not good as of late because there may have been a lot of arguing or strife or conflict. And there's definitely like a disharmonious energy here. Let's just get one more from Spirit, please. One more from Spirit. Oh, this is the Hanged Man. Okay, major for Pisces. So Spirit is indicating here, guys, that you're going to continue feeling a sense of being in limbo here. like as if nothing's happening. There's no forward progress. Again, with this magician card, right? There's no there's no anything. It's just everything's kind of staying the same. You don't feel like you're moving toward that level of commitment that you'd like to see. You don't feel like you're arriving, at the place where you'd like to be, in terms of this Three of Wands. And although possibly this person, may have come into your life and they are financially secure and it's giving you a sense of financial independence, I'm still seeing that even though that may be very nice, there's a lot of inconsistencies here in terms of how they present in the relationship, and whether or not they're giving you clear, concise answers to your questions. Overall, I'm getting a very inconsistent kind of energy here, a back and forth energy, and definitely something that is giving you a hard time, in terms of like making this kind of come to life. Okay. So, Virgos, this is what I have for you today. I hope that this reading has helped you. If so, please comment, share the video, and subscribe, please, to my channel. Every subscription helps my family, and I appreciate your support so much. I hope to see you at your next reading, Virgos. Please always remember to keep gratitude in your heart. Thank you, and God bless.